Yeah, there's so much shame onto women for no matter what happens. When you get to a certain age, like the older you get, the more like people try to like shame you.
Yeah, having a child and then bringing up a child is a lot of money. It's like, it's a choice. Like, I don't have to, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I have to have a child. Especially when it's like, they are not asking to be brought into this world, you know? Welcome to the Candidly Cozy podcast.
Grab your tea and let's get cozy.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Candidly Cozy podcast. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jolie. Here we engage in candid conversation related to the women experience about all things relatable, therapeutic, and empowering. So please follow us so you don't miss our weekly candid conversations every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, and you can follow us on our socials, all at Candidly Cozy Podcast, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify.
Yes. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy our podcast and you want to support us and you want us to continue providing you guys these great episodes.
Yes. Leave your suggestions for any episode topics that you might have. Keep the conversation going.
Yes. And today we have an interesting conversation.
Yes.
To some, not to all. So with that, we want to issue a trigger warning because we might talk about some things that are not so comfortable for some women. We might have conversation about death and maybe depression, but we're not specifically talking about these type of topics, but these topics relate to what we're about to talk about. So what are we talking about today, Emily?
Today we're talking about something that has been sort of in the news lately. It's been a big topic of conversation, and through the years it's been spoken about a lot more, and it's about a woman's choice to be childless.
Yes, child-free by choice.
Yeah,
we really want to talk about this topic. As you mentioned, like, it's been in the news lately. You guys probably seen online, like in the US, that the birth rate for women in the US has decreased. So it's now at like 1.6 children per woman. And that's the lowest it's ever been in the US history. And considering we're both in the US, so like that's a topic we definitely should talk about. And also the fact that our podcast is geared more towards women. We love our men too, like, who watch our podcast. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and I think we're great people to talk about this because we're both child-free by choice.
Yes.
And we want to share our opinions about that. And we're both child-free by choice for different reasons. And we both have, like I said, we both have our own different opinions and reasons about our choices and decisions about that. So we're here to like be candid about that and share all of these with you guys.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Okay, to start off, I want to give you guys a brief background. It's like a really ironic background that like both me and Emily, like I can say like for the past like 5 years, we had like a whole different thought process about this. So like we both wanted children. Like at our age, by our age now, we both wanted to be married. We both wanted really different things that we don't really care about nowadays.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned it before in like one of our past episodes that Emily used to want 8 children, guys.
I did.
Yeah.
I wanted 8.
Yeah.
I wanted a big family.
And it's crazy now because now her thought process is really different.
I don't want children
at all, guys. Like, she doesn't want.
I don't see it as something in my future anymore. It's not something that I like strive to have. So yeah, that has changed drastically.
Why did drastic change?
I think a lot has happened in the past 5 years that has changed my perspective on it. I think also just like maturing and like coming into like myself and understanding myself, like choosing myself. I realize like it's not really something that I really want to have. There's a lot of reasons.
Why did you wanted it back in the day?
I think back in the day I wanted it because I wanted like a family. Like I wanted like just like people around me, like surrounding me. Like I wanted like the holidays to be full, you know? I wanted my house to be full. I wanted there to be chatter and laughter and like
So cute.
Someone always there. Yeah,
so
like
cute.
I wanted that because I kind of grew up like that with my family. Like we've always, especially for birthdays and holidays and stuff like that, like we get together a lot, and I like that. Like I like having a house that's full. And I guess I thought that if I had like my own children, like I would get
8.
that. If I had 8, I would definitely be getting that. But also I feel like it was just what was the norm. Like you were always, I feel like from a very young age, you're always, as a little girl, you're kind of pushed into like the motherly role.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Like I can say like I'm on the same boat with you with that. Like since I was like a child, it's like been pushed on us like to have kids, get married young and like find your Prince Charming. So
so
I
it's like
that.
Society puts that on you, and then of course like family itself, like your culture and all that, like that's very valued. So like I feel like nowadays when people find out that like you don't want to have children or you don't have children, they're like, are you okay? Like what's wrong
with you? Yeah,
but it's like it's a choice. Like I don't have to, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that I have to have a child. Doesn't mean that I have to have a family. Doesn't mean that I have to be married. Like there's just things that I feel like are very traditional that don't necessarily need to be like, what's the saying for that? Like they don't necessarily need to happen.
And especially like when you get to a certain age, like the older you get, the more like people try to like shame you for it. Like why aren't you married? Why don't you have kids? Like what's wrong with you? Or like I think like there's another thing that is used a lot to shame women. It's just like, oh, the biological clock. You're gonna run out of time. And I've heard that a lot. People tell women like, oh, you're gonna regret it. Have you heard that? Yeah. So like how do you feel when people like say things like that to you?
I mean, it definitely gets me to like think where I'm like, am I making like the right choice? But then I reflect on like all the reasons of why at the moment I don't want it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna regret it because I'm not gonna live a miserable life. Like my life is gonna be full. It's gonna be like happy. I'm gonna be doing things. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. Just because I say I don't want to have children does not mean that like I hate all kids. Like it'll get them away from me.
Yeah, some people are like that. They're like the minute you're like, oh, I don't want kids right now or whatnot. So they're like, so you hate children?
Yeah,
you
like you don't like them?
Yeah.
Like,
do you hate my marriage? Do you hate my children? It's just like, no.
It's not that.
Like, it's more like personal.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't think that I would necessarily regret anything. And when anyone says that like, oh, you're gonna regret it, I'm like, am I though? Because I'm gonna be living the most fulfilling life that I could possibly live without having children.
And you know yourself the best, and you know like what you want in your life, what makes you happy, and so like you make that decision based on like what's best for you. So like that's how I feel about it too. And I wanted to ask you something. So like, what are your reasons why you don't want to have children?
So there's a lot of reasons. I feel like there's some
I feel like we probably have similar reasons.
We do.
Yeah.
I feel like we do. There are some reasons that are like a bit more personal that I'm pretty sure I talked to you about them.
Yeah,
before.
we talk about this conversation. We talk about that a lot because like we both like I said, we're both child free by choice, but like we both have like our own takes about it. So with that, like a lot of our reasonings cross, but we do have different reasonings as well.
Yeah, I think most of the ones that I will say will probably be things that we agree on. So like, for example, one of my reasonings is like financially.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat. Like we're not ready for that yet.
No. And when you do the research, you realize that having a child and then bringing up a child is a lot of money.
Like on average, it takes around like 200 to 300K to raise a child until they're like 18. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. That's a house.
And like to even like give birth to a child, it's like sometimes it can cost you like 15K. That is 15K to bring someone into this world.
That's college tuition.
Yeah, pretty much.
For some colleges.
Yeah, so that's a lot of money that we have to think about. Even like, let's say our significant others, let's say they could afford that, but like we still need our resources ourselves. So like, yeah, we're not ready.
So financially, it's a lot. It's not necessarily something that I want to be in debt about, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it sounds horrible, and I'm not saying this that I not that I don't like kids. I just, for myself, don't really see that in my future. And the financial aspect of it is a big deterrent of like,
it is.
I don't want to do it.
Especially nowadays with today's markets, like economy, it's not pretty. It's so uncertain. And that's like one of the main reasons I don't want to have children as well. Not only like because of my finances and like I'm not where I need to be career wise, but right now the world's economy and like politically too, like a lot of things are uncertain. So for me, like I don't want to bring up a child in an uncertain world. But like for me, I'm not like pessimistic about it where I'm like, oh, it's gonna be uncertain forever. But no, it might change, but like for now it's uncertain. So like for now, like it's best for me not to bring up a child right now in like uncertain times, because I'm uncertain about certain things about my life. So like why would I bring up a child in like in an uncertain environment? It's not fair.
Yeah. So yes, a child is expensive.
Yeah, what are other reasonings you have?
Another reason is that you, as the person carrying the child, your body, your mind, everything goes through a lot.
Yeah, it's like a trauma.
It's a lot.
A lot of people don't want to admit it, but like having a child is trauma. Like giving birth is trauma. It's like, yeah, your body changes a lot. That's like bodily, like your body changes like after having a child, because your body's going through so many changes. To me, like that's bodily trauma. And I equate it to same like plastic surgery. It's like plastic surgery is bodily trauma. Does that mean like it's, you know, like it's gonna kill you? No, but it's still like bodily trauma. Your body still has to heal. Anything major where your body has to heal from is like trauma. Even microneedling is bodily trauma, but like, you know, it makes your skin better or whatnot, but your body still heals from it. So like, yeah, you have a point there. And like, I think about that a lot too.
Yeah. So it's also like with postpartum where you hear about like mothers talking about like they get like postpartum depression or like it takes them a year, 2 years for them to get back to.
Some women never get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I know,
and not back like physically, like oh you're skinny again. Like no, that doesn't matter.
That's not what we're talking
about. I mean back
about.
like where you feel good again, like mentally, you feel good again physically. Like yes, your body's gonna change. Like I understand that you're literally creating a life inside of you, but
their teeth.
There's a lot of things that happen.
Yeah, that can happen.
Teeth, your hair, your vision can get affected.
Yeah, and I know like some women. I actually know women who are like they never get back. Like, and they had their children like probably like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and they're like, I never got back. I never recovered. And like, that's something to think about. Like long term, it does affect you physically and mentally.
Yeah. So it's a lot. And selfishly, I don't want to go through that because knowing myself now and like with what I deal with, which is like my period every month, I could not imagine what I would be like if I were to have a child and like go through all that kind of stuff. Given not everyone has the same experience, and some people have really beautiful pregnancies and they have really magical births and whatever, and like they feel great afterwards. But like I can only imagine like what would happen to me.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to put my life at that risk, because also like giving birth, like you said, it's like a traumatic experience. It's like dangerous.
It is. Like women die from it. Like, you know, us being women of color, we have a higher chance of dying from childbirth. I think like Black women are like three times more likely compared to white women to die from complications from childbirth. And Hispanic women too. Like I don't remember the numbers, but like higher than compared to white women. And I think we talked about this earlier too. Like it's so much trauma that like some women they dissociate after giving birth. Some women they pass out from the pain of giving birth. So it's not something to take lightly. I know like some women are like, oh, you just do it, and then after that, you're just so elated, so happy to have your baby, you forget all about the pain. But it's not like that for a lot of women.
No, I feel like especially with social media, people usually just show like the highlight reel of things. Like not to compare two things that like you can't really compare in some people's eyes, but like when you have a baby, like comparing it to like a puppy, like you see like some people with like puppies and stuff like that, like they make it seem like, oh, it's this magical time and oh, he's such a good puppy.
You should be talking about this.
Girl, Charlie, in case you don't know, I got a chocolate lab, Charlie. He's so cute. I think he's 14 weeks now. He's psychotic.
He's like a little toddler.
The first 2 weeks with him, I was like, I don't think I can do this.
She wasn't even texting me back, guys. I'm like, is she okay?
Difficult. It was so hard, and it was like, but he's not he's not showing me, like, he's not behaving the way that I've seen these people like online, that they like talk about their puppies and like how wonderful they are. Like, I was going through the trenches with him. So it's like people share like a highlight reel of like giving birth or pregnancy or like postpartum, and it's like other women see that, and when their experience isn't that, it's like
you feel like you fail. Like there's probably like
yeah,
shame. Yeah, there's so much shame onto women for no matter what happens. Like, which is like so sad. Like, it's like I said, we're talking about like really hard subjects here. Like some women, like they go through miscarriage and like they feel so much shame and like guilt about that. Meanwhile, it's like a lot of the times it's not no one's fault. Sometimes like,
yeah,
genetically like that happens, and like, how can you control that? Some women, let's say their baby, like they have preeclampsia while giving birth, and like they blame themselves. They're like, I should have done this or should have done that. Like, no, that's like a medical
yeah,
condition. It happens. And, no matter what happens, the woman's gonna get blamed. Like, let's say the baby's sick. Oh, you don't feed the baby enough. You don't do this enough. So there's
yeah.
that too. Like, I know you said like you having the puppy was really hectic for you. Now imagine that puppy as a child.
Yeah.
Like a human child. You have to breastfeed that child throughout the
Yeah.
night, take care of that child, burp that child, change the
It's a lot.
diapers.
It's having a, it's also like me knowing, like, I understand the responsibility that it would be to have a child, to bring a child into this world. Like, I completely understand that. And I feel like there are some people that don't care and they just have children. And it's just like, you
Yeah.
have to be like here I am being selfish and being like, oh, I'm not gonna have a child, and then here I am being like, oh, but if you are gonna have a child, you have to be selfless.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just some people that are just not like that at all,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like sad. Like, I'm not putting myself in that position because I know that if I were to have a child, it would have to be everything. Like, I'd have to give them everything.
That would be me too. And yeah, that's one of my reasonings too, because I feel like for me, I'm not ready. Because for me, I want to be a great mother to my children. I
Mm-hmm.
want to be there for my children. I want to provide for my children. But like as of right now, I don't have it in me to provide for my children. I don't have it in me to be a great mother to my children. And right now, like, yeah, it's selfish, but I am at my selfish stage in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I have like, there's so many goals for me to reach. And I feel like having a child, like, you have to put your goals in a back burner, some of like your
So people are
dreams
gonna
on a
be like,
back
that's not
burner.
true.
For me, I know it's gonna be true. Like right now, like I'm barely, like I'm barely
Yeah.
scratching the surface with certain things in my life. But now having a child, like imagine me having a child, it's not gonna be easy. I know
Yeah.
myself. At the end of the day, like I said, you know yourself. Me, I know myself. I know right now, like I just want to be a great mother. I just
Mm-hmm.
would be because like I'm selfish right now. I probably would be resentful. I know it doesn't sound
Yeah.
great, and it's not me. Like I don't want like anyone to feel like I'm talking bad about like mothers or like young mothers or anything you do in life. No, it's just like I see mothers like my age who are doing amazing, beautiful things in their lives. They're like achieving their goals. They're living their lives. But I know myself. I know I can't do that
Yeah.
at the moment. So as of right now, like I know like I'm not ready for a child. And like I know her, like we mentioned, like she doesn't want children at all. For me, it's like a bit different. Like I do want children down the line, but right now, no, I can't
Yeah.
have children like
Yeah.
anytime soon. Like I don't want that. But down the line, I do see myself having children. I don't see myself having 8 children.
Really?
8 kids, like
You
8 kids.
sure?
Yeah, I'm very sure about that.
Well, when I was saying 8 kids, I wasn't
Mhm.
saying like I was gonna have to like physically give birth to 8 kids. I was like, I'll have some and then I'll adopt other ones.
That's still crazy, Emily.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no, I always tell myself 2 max, 3 by accident.
Oh no, do 3. I wish I
I'll
had
probably
a
do 3. Like yeah, maybe I'll do 3, but like 2 or 3. But that'll be my max. After
mm-hmm.
3, like someone's getting their tubes tied.
That would be you.
Well, someone wait, what do men do? They get like
They get a
vasectomy.
yeah.
Yeah, someone's getting a vasectomy. Well, yeah, that is me. So I guess it's my turn to talk about like
Yes.
why I don't want to have children at the moment. And I think I mentioned a few of these reasonings as Emily's talking. Like I do agree with her with some of her
Mm-hmm.
reasonings. But yeah, so like the same, like I am selfish. I'm not ready
Mm-hmm.
financially. I'm not ready career wise. Resources. I don't have the necessarily resources to raise a child.
Yeah.
Another reason why I don't want to have a child now, like I don't see like I know people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I really don't see me working while being pregnant. I don't see that for myself at all, because I see like pregnancy is like sacred, and like you're going through a lot, like physically, mentally, emotionally. Yeah, I really don't see myself doing a 9 to 5 while being pregnant, like 8 months pregnant. And I know people who've done that, and I've seen that myself. And I guess like seeing that myself kind of traumatized me a little bit, where I'm like, ooh, I don't want that for myself. Like, yeah, it's like tough. And I've seen people like even after they given birth, and they took their maternity leave, and they come back a few weeks later, they'll come back and like being all sad and saying like, I miss my baby at home, I miss my toddler.
Yeah, that has to be hard.
Yeah, it is hard. And I think about these type of things. I think about like where I am in my life right now, and can I provide like a good life for my child? Like, can I see myself working and leaving my child at home and missing my child?
Yeah,
because like I believe like a child, like a newborn, they need their mom. Like, and not only they need the mom needs like a village. So I really believe in the sentiment like it takes a village to raise a child. But I feel like in the US, it's like a lot of mothers are not given that village. Like even when they're pregnant, because like pregnancy is so expensive, childcare, like whenever I think of like single mothers as a whole, like I get so sad, because I'm like, they shouldn't have been like, they shouldn't be doing everything by themselves. They shouldn't be the mom, the dad, everything.
yeah.
Like for me, like I believe like there should be more done for like mothers as a whole, whether a single mom or like a non-single mom. Like child care should be free. It's like children, it's like a baby like in the world. Like it should be free. Like maternity leave should not be like a few weeks and then call it a day.
Yeah,
there's some countries they give like a woman two years maternity leave. Like why can't the US do that? Like because like when you're pregnant and you give birth, like you have to recover physically. Like why you expecting to go back to work after just giving birth? That doesn't make any sense. Like after being pregnant for 9 months, and then like for within weeks, like, oh, I'm fine again. Like no. Yeah, give me like at least like a few years, like where I can like bond with my baby, bond with my newborn. And like for me, because like I live in the US, I know the US, I not these things are not readily available for me. So my mind says like, unless I could like give these to myself, like I could like afford myself 2 years not working, I could afford myself the resources, I could afford myself the village, then I'm not ready for a child. And maybe it might take me like a few years for me to get to that point financially, but until I get to that point financially, I'm not ready for that, for a child. Yeah, even if I marry someone rich, like for me, like I'm like, well, yeah, that's their money, but like what about me? Like what can I like provide for that child? Because things can happen. Like that rich person, like husband, can leave me any moment. He could like, God forbid, something really bad happens to him, then what am I gonna do with the children? Like I have to provide for them. They're gonna be my responsibility. So like it's a lot to think about in that terms. And of course, like I'm continuing with the selfish theme, like yeah, like the long-term changes, I think about that a lot too. Whether physically or non-physically, like for me, like as she mentioned, like she already have her, like her period is like rough, and like thinking about giving birth is like rough. Like for me, like I'm already dealing with PMDD, so like I have to think about like, oh my gosh, would I deal with like postpartum? And if I deal with postpartum, I need to like have like the treatment necessary, like the help I need for that. And would I be able to like have access to that help? So I have to like make sure like I think about these things too. And like the and yeah, I'm vain, like yeah, I know, like I am selfish and vain, and I admit it, like like am I gonna be able to like afford a personal trainer after I'm done having children? Am I gonna be able to like eat healthily after having children, to like I guess snap back? So there's a lot to think about in that terms. So overall, like I want to enjoy my life before having children as well, like staying in the selfish theme. and and like even if I'm like financially ready right now, like I want to enjoy my finances like for a few years before like I have a child. Because once I have a child, I would dedicate my life to that child, trying to be a good mother, trying to be there for that child. But for right now, it's like me time. I'm dedicating my time for me, my finances for me, and my life for me. And also like for me, like to have a child, I need to be married, and I'm not married, and I'm nowhere near marriage like right now. So like right now, like I can't fathom having a child anytime soon. And I'm okay with the idea of like giving birth in my 40s. Like, I know, like, it sounds crazy, and a lot of people are saying your biological clock is ticking. I don't care.
Yeah, but there's like not people, but there's been like studies and stuff, or not studies, like I guess there's been news that people are waiting like later on to have children.
That's why like the birth rate's down. It's more women are having kids in their 40s and late 30s because they're working on their careers first.
Also, I feel like there's a lot of factors that play into it, like let alone, you know, waiting, like the choice of like, oh, I'm gonna wait. It's also like people nowadays in their 30s, they can't even afford to like purchase a house.
Expensive, and we live in New York City, so like think about that too. Like,
so there's already an example of a financial, you know,
barrier.
Yeah. Add on top of that, now a kid.
Healthcare is expensive too. Like I said, it takes like tens and thousands of dollars just to give birth, guys, and that doesn't include like the treatments after birth.
So yeah, you get a little bit of someone who wants to wait.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of someone who
doesn't want any kids at all.
Just like, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like for her mind changed. My mind changed too. For me, like growing up on Disney, like watching Disney princesses and watching a lot of shows, I feel like society like pushed like having kids young onto us. Like from like as young as I can remember, a lot of TV shows did push that, like the happy young family, happily married, and that's what you should aspire to. Like, you know, graduate high school, go to college, after college, find your man,
your high school
get married,
sweetheart,
your high school sweetheart,
meet someone in college, whatever it may be, your Prince Charming.
And with Disney princesses, you know, like a lot of them are actually like in their late teens. A lot of them are actually in their teens.
I love like reading all those things about them where you like discover like the meaning truth behind about things. You're like, wow, this is actually pretty dark for kids.
Yeah, Disney a lot of the Disney stories adapted to be like more children friendly. A lot of these stories, like originally, they're dark. They're really dark. And a lot of these Disney princesses stories, a lot of them, they get married in their teens, get married in their early 20s. And as a child, you look at it and you look up to them, you're like, oh, I should like follow their footsteps, and this is what I want to do. So like for me growing up, I always thought like, you know, I had that mindset because that's what was pushed on me, like, oh, you should like get married young, have kids and whatnot. And I'm like, okay, that should be me. However, the older I get, the more like I know myself, the more I understand myself and know who I am, the more I'm like, you know what, maybe that's not for me. And I have to like, it's all, you know, I have to think about it like when it comes to like children and what I do with my life. And I know like society has like a plan, like a pathway for you. I have to think of it in terms of me. What do I want? What works for me? What makes me happy? And the older I get, the more mature I get, the more my mind change about a lot of things. And that's okay for my mind to change about a lot of things. So yeah, so like the older I get, it's funny because I know like some friends, the older they get, the more like, oh, I need to get married now. I need to find a husband now. But for me, it's the opposite. The older I get, the more I'm like, do I need to get married?
Yes. Like, I don't think it's necessity.
Do I need children? Like, oh, I can wait 5 more years, and then 5 years pass and be like, make it 7 years. Like, you know, having children in my 40s is not that bad. And like for me, like I actually believe it's not that bad because I actually know family members who have kids in their 40s. My grandma had my mom like when she was in her late, I think she was like 39.
It's not bad.
Yeah, if she did it and she survives, I can do it and I can survive too.
Hey, it would also be like not easier, but I feel like having a kid later on in life, I feel like that would just be less of like a burden, I guess.
Yeah, because
like,
you'll have more resources.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because even if like, let's say, yeah, I'm not as energetic anymore. Yeah, like
you're in your 40s. You're not like 80.
Well, society make it seem like women in their 40s are old, which is not true. I know so many 40-year-olds, they look amazing. Like my family members who are in their 40s, they look amazing. Like even let's say I'm not as energetic anymore, I can hire a nanny. You know, in my 20s, I could not do that. But, you know, but in my 40s, I could hire like a nanny. I could hire a tutor if I don't feel like teaching my kids, like helping them with homework at night. So like I can still be for my kids and like my ways that I, you know, I could afford that for them. Yeah. So these are just like some of my reasonings why I don't want to have kids right now. And don't get me wrong, like Emily says, like it's not like I hate kids. or like,
no, we don't hate
yeah.
kids.
I love kids. I love my friends' children, my family members' children, my younger cousins. I love kids. It's just like I know for like me, my own kids, like
Like when like parents are like, "Oh, I brought you into this world." I didn't ask for that. Like I didn't ask for you to do that for me. So it's like I
it's
just
the
think
guilt
that
trip.
you would want to give them the best life that you
Mm-hmm.
possibly could. And yeah, I just think that for me, it's not something I want at all
Mm-hmm.
anymore. And I feel like also the thing of when people are like, "Oh, you don't want to have kids," or "Oh, when are you going to have kids?" It's like, it's my choice.
Yeah.
You're not having the kid. So why does it matter if I decide not to have a kid? Don't worry, because nothing's going to happen to you. This is like, it's me. I'm choosing it. It doesn't affect you in any way.
Yeah, I feel like some people feel attacked when you're like, I don't
Yeah.
want kids or I don't want kids now. They're like, okay, so is there something wrong with me for like having kids, or is there something wrong with me having
No,
kids
like,
now?
good for you.
It's
You
like,
had your
no, it's
kids.
like that's your choice, your life, and me, I'm figuring out my life, my choice. Some people they figure out life really young, like early in life.
Yeah.
For me, like, hey, I'm still figuring things out.
Same.
And
Same.
that's okay.
I'll
We're
probably
all,
be 40 and I'm still figuring it
yeah,
out.
and that's okay. We all have our own path in life. We're
Yeah.
all figuring things out at our own paces. And we have our own paces for different things. There shouldn't be like a time limit or like an age restriction to when you have
I think
kids.
that's like a big thing that society pushes on you.
The biological clock.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like in general, where it's like there's a set way that things are supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And like when you come off that path, it's like, oh, something's wrong with that person.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I feel like in life, you have to be open minded. You have to be open to other people's opinions
You have to know yourself.
and like know yourself, know your values, know your truth, whatever it
Mm-hmm.
may be. And like me sitting here and saying, oh, I'm never going to have kids, who knows? 5, 10 years from now.
She might change her mind again.
And it's within my right to do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I switched my mind 5 years, well,
Yeah,
5 years ago.
10 years ago.
Like, I changed my mind. I don't want them anymore.
It's okay. The
And
only
it's perfectly fine.
certain in life is change.
Yeah, that and something else. Death.
Yeah. Emily. I was not expecting that. Look who's getting dark.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, there's my professors like death and taxes.
Ugh.
Taxes are certain. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's that. Yes.
Are there any other reasons? I feel like many of the reasons are just very selfish reasons.
It is selfish. I admit it. I'm selfish and vain.
But I feel like when you are a parent, you're selfless.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're not, and it's not in a bad way, but you're just selfish.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe just to fill your own cup, maybe just to fulfill your own dreams. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And I know some people, they have kids because like, oh, because babies are cute. Some people have kids because like, oh, I'm in love with him. So like might as well have a baby with him. And or some people have kids, they're like, oh, I just want him the best friend. And for me, like I see children more than that. It's just me. Like that's how I see. I see children more than that, more than just like an accessory to my life. I see them like as like their own human being. It's like a whole human being I'm bringing into this world. So like it's not like they're gonna be cute forever. They're not gonna be like toddlers forever. At one point, they're gonna have their own mind. They're gonna have their own thoughts.
Yeah.
And they might be very different from what I wanted for them.
Yeah.
And I have to be like okay with that.
Yeah.
So for me, like I think really deeply into these type of things.
Yeah. I think if you choose to have a child, it's a like serious decision.
Mm-hmm.
And if you choose not to have a child, it's your right.
Yeah, it is. And with that being said, guys, like if you do have children or you want to have children, whether you're young or not, or you are a young mom, we still support and love you guys. Like it's not like I have anything against like having children.
We don't hate kids.
Yeah, we don't hate kids.
That's
it's just
not
like,
the
our
point
decisions.
of this video.
Yeah, no, it's just our like thought process and our decisions for now. And we wanted to like give you guys a background as to why we have that thought process as of right now. And like she said, we can always change our minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like our mamas out there who's doing their things, who's supporting us, we love you guys. Yeah. And please, still support us. I hope you guys are not mad about this video.
No, don't be.
Yeah. But yeah, we love you guys, and we hope you enjoyed this video. And please continue the conversation in the comment
Let us know
section.
your opinions. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you're also someone who is choosing maybe for right now to not have kids and you're going to wait a few years, or if you're someone like me who chooses to not have kids like indefinitely. Like, let's talk about it if you want to talk about it. But I think this is definitely a conversation that is going around a lot now because of, again,
there's
like,
a lot of movements. 4B movement, child free by choice movement, trad wives movement.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like a big topic of conversation right now.
So keep the conversation going if you want.
Please do. And of course, if you like conversations like this, please like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes,
and
on Spotify, YouTube. You can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok. You can also, what is it? Also, don't forget to catch us every Friday for our weekly cozy chat.
Yes, and all our platforms is at Candidly Cozy Podcast. No space, no dashes, no nothing. At Candidly Cozy Podcast. All platforms.
Yes.
Yeah, and with that, we love you guys. And thank you for watching, and we see you guys soon.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye.